And what is up, all you YouTube viewers and YouTube fans? It is me and yours truly, Brandon Murphy, here on YouTube, and then you folks also may know me from my Twitch channels under Brandon the Yellow Koopa and Brandon the Mandalore 37. Remember them all, folks, so you have to at some point, some which, some way, somewhat, and of course, some when. And today I got once again for you folks a triple whammy discussion, reaction, and review video of, well, SMG4's video, as well as there's Alex Spider's video, and even though it's been a while since I haven't done this in ages, this will be, folks, my first time reacting to all five of the amazing digital circus videos that Glitch Productions always releases. So let's go. Woohoo! Anyways, so where to begin? So, excuse me, god damn it. Me and my yawning, man. But anyways, where to begin? So, if you folks don't remember the previous episode short of Tails versus no, let me put this actually in alphabetical order. If you folks don't recall or remember the previous video that Spider released, which was, of course, Luigi versus Tails selling food on a food stand and table that I folks reacted and discussed and even reviewed weeks ago, then go check that out now, because this next video is exactly like that, except this time Luigi and Tails, they're going around the world of the Bionicle. Except it really wasn't, folks, to be fair and honest, the world of Bionicle, them going around the world of the Bionicle. They were just going from door to door. So here's my tip and advice. If they were really going around the world of the Bionicle, then they would have to start from the country we live in now, which is United States of motherfucking America, all the way to Japan, and then come right all the way back to United States. That's around the world of the Bionicle. But anyway, the video begins as Luigi and Tails were making pizza and hamburgers, and the first thing Luigi's like, "Hey, that's my stove and oven you are bottling, Tails." And Tails was like, "Well, since you're right for stealing my dog, and now you're gonna have to pay it back." So, as usual, always, we all folks know where this is gonna end up. Another food fight battle station! And this is, folks, not just any food fight battle station. This is a food fight battle station! To the death. Just to get money, folks. So, yeah. So, we see Tails and Luigi as they both deliver food, and such as Tails delivering hamburgers, and Luigi delivering pizza. Both at the same time delivering them to Daisy and Amy Rose. But there's always a catch. For every delivery that Luigi and Tails have to deliver food in, like pizza and hamburgers, they have to do things specifically for that certain character. And, well, it worked for them until we come close to the very final stretch where Luigi and Tails, they delivered their food and such to their final customers and earned money. But however, as usual and always, just like Luigi stole Tails' cash register, it was Tails' turn to well, you folks know and get the idea. But let's just say that Luigi's money got stolen by Wario. Luigi plants a C4 bomb on Tails' tornado. And let's just say Tails and Luigi, they both got barbecued or fried. But the $1 million question is, who survived all that, I wonder? Well, I guess we folks won't know until Alex releases another video and tell us who won. Who's next? You all decide. And whatnot. So, yeah. Excuse me. So I think the moral lesson of the video, folks, still plays out and stands that if Luigi and Tails want to sell food, then I only got 3 words for them, and that is, get a job! Like, seriously, get a job! Okay, that's 7 words, but still, you folks get what I mean when I say, get a job! Because I'm serious. This has been twice in a freaking row, folks, that Luigi and Tails, they both been working just to get money. I just, folks, can't. It's like, you folks know that movie. You folks know that open season movie where Boog meets up with forgot his name, but he folks was voiced and played by Ashton Kutcher, or whatever his freaking name is. He tells Boog, played by Martin Lawrence, or Sinbad, or whomever it was, that if you want this woohoo bar, then you have to go outside. And once again, get a job! Because just asking people for money when you're selling pizza or burgers, that's kind of like a DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, all that stuff that we folks used to use and have back in the days when the coronavirus and despair syndrome struck. And now this year, we still have this coronavirus and despair syndrome where we can't even go indoors, we can't get our freaking pizza. We can't even enjoy pizza in their restaurants. We have to deliver. We have to get our foods delivered. We have to get our pizza delivered. We have to get even our hamburger or taco or whatever delivered right in front of our freaking doorstep. And it's driving me nuts! So, that's the moral lesson there, folks. If Luigi and Tails really want money so badly, and they want to sell pizza or hamburgers, I recommend they go frickin' work at, like so many pizza places that I folks only know. For instance, Pizza Plus, Round Table, Domino's, Little Caesars, Pizza Hut. All those 5 things for Luigi to work at would be suffice. That goes same with Tails. If Tails wants money so badly, then go work at McDonald's, go work at Burger King, go work at Wendy's, go work at In-N-Out Boygas. You know, just work at any burger joint that would please your customers. But please, man. Oh wait, now I know that last one, Jack in a Crack or Jack in a Box. But seriously, them just waltzing to people's door, delivering pizza and hamburger is just really not okiki. And also, if people really want food so badly, like Amy Rose or Daisy wants food so badly, why don't they just call Domino's, Round Table, Burger King, McDonald's, any of the freaking sorts? A holler diggity dog and all that. It's really simple. That way Tails and Luigi can still get money. But I think you folks get what I mean. So let's move on to the next discussion, reaction, and review video of Mickey's got a brand new gig. And this video was just released by SMG4 today. So let's begin. Or as Mario would say, folks, let's go! Woohoo! So where does everything, folks, begin for Meggy? Well, she's still doing the best she can to get herself a job. And by the way, if those who folks don't know who Miggy is, she folks was from Splatoon games, to put it simply. But then we had like folks voice actors like Lizzie Freeman, which I will still not forget, and she will folks still and always be in my heart and soul. And now we folks have Elsie Lovelock playing. Cheers. You know, folks, we have Elsie Lovelock voicing Meggy, as she's looking for a job to work at when all of a sudden we all folks know where this is going. Meggy sees a job wanted ad from none other than SMG3 himself, and the first thing he says as Meggy steps in the door is, "Oh, hello and welcome to my coffee and bombs shop, where we sell bombs, we sell coffee, we sell weapons, and so on and so on." But then he's But then, as SMG3 begins to look who entered the door, he shrugs and say, "Oh, it's only Maggie." Great. Welcome to my coffee and bomb shop. Then Maggie tells SMG3 that she's looking for a JOB, and that's when SMG3's luck finally came true. And he's like, as much as SMG3 voices I can do possibly, folks. He starts saying stuff like, "Oh, but of course I would help you, Maggie. In fact, you know what? You're just perfect for the job. For you see, this gig I need your help with is you getting me some customers. And the best way for you to get me some customers is if you wear this mascot thingy." Which, for those that don't know anything about mascots, we have, like, folks, mascots in hockey, football, basketball, baseball, and so on and so on. But you folks get my point. Mascots, guys. Mascots. That's like you wearing a furry costume underneath the costume, and then you tell everyone in this, after the game's done, I'm not really a mascot, I'm just a person underneath a costume. And they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, still, we appreciate you entertaining our kids and entertaining the game. Doodles!" And F this stuff on gun? F this stuff on gun? No thanks. You folks get the idea. But that's what mascots are. Anyway, so Maggie, she gets in this bomb costume or mascot in SMG3's case, and the first thing that she does the best she can to get is customers in the city. And well, I feel really bad for Elsie Lovelock playing Maggie, as Maggie does the best she can to get customers, no one can understand her. That's like you folks know that one line from the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie with James Marsden and Jim Carrey, how they folks go. "I'm sorry, what was your name?" "Oh yeah, that's right. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay? Nobody cares or even gives a damn what your name is. Nobody. Okay? I run this, you don't. I'm the boss, you're not. I'm the alpha, beta, and gamma, and you are just the omega. Got it? Good." So, yeah. Anyways, we get to a point where at the end of the video of SMG4, Mickey's got a brand new gig. Everyone including the real El Bombo, which we don't know who played him, by the way. Everyone starts chasing Maggie because everybody thinks that Maggie's the second El Bombo, when during that police scene we saw the real and actual El Bombo, which we still don't know, folks, who played or even voiced him. But one thing I do, folks, know is after the end of the video, SMG3's like, oh my god! Wah! Or something like that. As he sees plenty of people coming to SMG3's shop. And we're talking about, folks, the policeman, the demolition man, or demolition people, the bombs themselves, and finally, let's not forget to mention Bob and all the other angry moms out there following Maggie. And the first thing SMG3 says is, "Oh goody, you brought in everybody, including my favorite mascot, El Bombo. I've been always wanting to have a photo but first, let me take a selfie with El Bombo, and so on and so forth. Well done, Maggie. Here, as a token of your great jobness, you won't be needing this mascot anymore." And what's worse about that sequence, folks, is Mickey didn't get paid. Mickey didn't get Jack Shish Kebab at all, or even period. And everyone just starts, I don't know, man. They just go to SMG3's coffee and bomb shop, or whatever it's called, as he starts selling weapons, and everyone hands SMG3 money. And at the end of that sequence, Maggie's like, "Thank goodness this is over. Now I can go home and go to my bedroom and rest." But SMG3's like, "Oh no, you ain't going nowhere, because I got another gig for you. But this time, you won't be wearing that bomb costume that I gave you. No, I'm giving you another bomb costume, but it'll fit your precious little size." And Maggie's like, okay. Give me 5 minutes. That's what Maggie felt like as she heard SMG3 say that. She started to get a little cuckoo crazy or creepy, and starts, well, I wouldn't say the word kill, because YouTube would just demonetize me. So I'm gonna say in my Kuma's voice, "Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for SMG3. Let's give everything we got. It's punishment time!" And what was his punishment of the day, folks, before the end of the video? Well, Maggie just gave SMG3 a beating of a lifetime. Let's put it that way. All because Maggie didn't get Jack Shish Kebab. She didn't get any money. She didn't get any cash. She didn't get even any dinero. So, what's the moral lesson, folks? Don't apply for jobs like SMG3's if you're not gonna make the cut. You're not gonna make the cake. You're not even gonna cut that cake or cheese with a knife, because it's tough. Tough love, man. Okay, there you go, folks. That's my moral lesson. And finally, because we're almost short of time, I'm gonna discuss, react, and reveal the amazing digital circus episodes that I've seen from episode 1 all the way to today's episode. So where to begin? Well, it starts off with, as usual, every opening that we get, and the very first thing we get is the main star attraction. We have Ragatha, we have Klinger, we have Michael Caine, we have Jax, and I don't folks mean Jax from Jax and Dexter, but Jax, played by my greatest but most favorite voice actor, who did, folks, SMG4's, not to mention many other things he done, folks. Michael Kovac. And then there's, folks, Zubul, or whatever her name is, and then there's, folks, Gangle, and last but not least is the final main character of the attraction, and that's Pomni, played and voiced by Lizzie Freeman, which, again, folks, I will still not forget her, as she will be in my heart, and she will also, folks, be in my soul. But, anyways, moving on. So, as this episode begins, Pomni, once again played by Lizzie Freeman, she's like, you folks know that one. You folks know that video made by that one guy does in his YouTube videos and shorts, where he's like, why are you all out here? What's going on? We're losing, sir. How many men do we have? 300, sir. So, you guys, stop going in squads and go get this escargot at the same time. That's what was probably going in Pomni's mind, because she has, folks, no idea where she is, where she's at, and so on and so on. And then we got to after the whole introduction and so on and so forth. Ragatha and Jax shows Pomni her new room, while Jax is giving Ragatha and Pomni the slip, to join with Kingler and Gangle, I guess, not to mention Zubul, or whatever the fuck her name is. She, in a quote, no, sorry, he. They all bump into this big, gigantic slime. And, well, everyone but Jack seems to be scared of the slime bucket. But that's when Jax had an idea, as he's like, oh, you know what? I think I know how to fix this. How about I just throw a piece of this at you? Problem solved, right, folks? Well, Jax, Kingler, and Gangle was dealing with that slime bucket, whatever their name was. Ragatha and Pomni bumps into what's supposed to be a clown character that I folks hardly don't even remember or recognize the name. But from what I've been doing some research on this amazing digital circus cartoon and episode, this clown character was supposed to be also the main cast or star of the Amazing Digital Circus, but Glitch Productions like, nope, we need to get rid of this clown guy because we already have a clown character in our SMG4 video and so on. So it's not going to cut it. I'm sorry. So, what do? They turned the clown character into some sort of glitchy, eyeball-y, but kind of also creepy kind of figure. And yeah, that just turned Ragatha into some sort of glitch creature. And Ragatha's like, I'll be fine. You need... Oh, this? I'm fine. But what you need to do, Pomni, is go and grab Michael Caine, ask for assistance, and let Michael Caine deal with this problem. Easy. Well, surely enough, and just when Pomni thinks it was easy, she bumps into the void after going through so many exit doors, and Michael Caine's like, ho ho! What are you doing here in the void? We can't have that. Nope, nope. Let's bring you back to base. Let's bring you back to the basics. So, I think the moral lesson of that first episode, folks, is, well, it's okay to step into the light. You also got to separate yourself from the light side or dark side, kind of like Star Wars, where you have a choice between you either go to the light side and you do good things, or you go to the dark side and you do evil things. But in between that, just stay neutral and don't go to any of them. Unless you like to go to the Republic side and you like to do good things for people. Or if you folks want to become evil, like my evil form of Brendan the Yellow Koopa, then go right ahead. Go to the dark side of the Force and see how you like it, bucko. But anyway, moving on to the next one. Yeah. So on to the next Amazing Digital Circus episode. We still find our heroes or characters on another yet journey or adventure, but this time we're taking things to that Candyland board game, where there's always candy, always sweets, and always something dandy to eat. See what I did there, folks? I did a rhyme, and I don't even deserve any crime. But anyway, yeah, so, yeah, we find our characters going to Candyland after we experienced the first episode. And we see these gummy-shaped dinosaurs, which I forgot their names. And at first, Ragatha, Gangle, Kingler, Pomni, and even Zumble, or whatever her name was, likes this kind of journey. Jax does not, and he starts saying, okay, I'm bored. Let's destroy some things. And so he starts pulling out a weapon and tries to take out these dinosaur gummies or whatever, just for syrup, honey, or whatever it's called, folks. And hear me out. I know it's weird. I know it's an awkward thing, but this is. Bear and keep in mind, folks, this is and was Glitch Productions' idea. And I mean, folks, literally. This was Glitch and SMG4's ideas. My idea is, if they really want syrup so badly, why not just go run to the store? They have, like, Walmart or Safeway or Rayleigh's or whatever, man. They have freaking maple syrup from all kinds. Even the product, folks, that I used for my pancakes weeks ago, and that is the Germa something maple syrup or whatever it's called. I don't, folks, freaking remember because I already threw it away. But my point still stands. If they really want maple syrup so badly, just run to the store. Suppose that. But anyway, so, and I think, folks, that's a valuable lesson of the video, as everyone came back from the Candyland adventure, and Michael Caine's like, so, how did everybody feel about that Candyland adventure, huh? And everyone's like, no, it's fine, it's great, it's and Michael Caine didn't sound very happy about everyone's answer. So, he jumps folks to the next. We jump folks next to the third episode of this amazing digital circus, where everybody is now in a haunted mansion. And I know where this is going. Another yet, as Frank Welker, who played Freddy, Scooby-Doo, Oswald, and probably many other characters like Abu or something like that. Our amazing digital circus characters starts doing another let's split up, gang, and search for clues. Daphne, Velma, you're with me, while you, Shaggy, and Scooby go the other direction. And that's exactly what happened as Kingler and Pomni got separated, while Ragatha, Gangle, and Jax went to go and have a little tea party with the ghosts. And while Jax is all muffled and tied up, he's probably thinking in his head, oh my God, why are we here? Where's the action? Where's the fighting? Oh my God! Somebody wake me up! Wake me up, man! That's what Jack's reactions probably was. And I understand Jack's situation. We all folks know everything about Jax. He's a jerk and a complete dick. So I say, folks, it serves Jax right for being mean to everyone. And speaking of mean to everyone, he folks has done this since the first and second episode, and even folks the fourth episode. And speaking of the fourth episode, I'm gonna share that with you folks right now. But before we get to all that, we got, folks, another moral lesson of the video I just discussed, reacting review to you all, and that is, if you want action, or if you don't like where this is going, stay behind. And I'm pretty sure Ragatha, Gangle, Kingler, and Pomni, they will all have fun. Speaking of staying behind, we get a post-credit ending scene where Michael Caine speaks to Zumbul, or whatever the hell her name is, as she talks about, as they start having a therapist session together, about what makes them tick, or what could we do to make it better. That's the word I was looking for. And that's when Zumbul and that's when it hit Zumbul that it would be nice and it would be great if we just had an adventure where we could do fast foods and such. And that's where our fourth episode, folks, began, as we see Gangle as the lead manager of some fast food I, folks, forgot to remember, but it's on YouTube and we can check it out. And there's also all the cast members of the Amazing Digital Circus doing the fast food joint, and I thought it was pretty good. I really thought, folks, it was pretty good, and I liked it. But back to that video. So we have once again Gangle being the manager of the fast food joint after we folks seen Gangle picked up a new mask or faceplate, and while Jax doesn't enjoy it, I folks thought Ragatha, Pomni, and Kingler, and even Zumbul, or whatever her name was, folks enjoyed the fast food restaurant joint. But moments later, after nighttime finally came to an end, that's when Gingo said to everyone, it's time to go home. We're about to close up, so let's pack everything up, boys and girls, and let's chop and all. And you see, folks, what I did there, I said wrap things up because, they were in the fast food joint. Oh, I wish I was so funny. But anyway, so that wraps up that video, and we get another post-credit ending scene where Michael Caine is talking to, this time, folks, Gangle, and it's as Gangle and Michael Caine, they're both like, once again, what could we do to make it better? And that's when, folks, this final episode finally came today, as we see, as the name of the video is called Untitled, because it's got no name. But if I were to give it a name, folks, I would say the Amazing Digital Circus presents All Around the World, and I. Because, that's pretty much what our main heroes did. They went, folks, all around the world of Michael Caine's suggestion box after everyone got bored and tired. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah. So, yeah. Michael Caine's like, okay, well, how about this adventure? And that's where all this, that's when this, oh, around the world and I pops up as our first adventure for our heroes or characters is this poachers hunting or animal hunting, which we folks remember that one show from Animal Planet or whatever it's called. Yeah, that doesn't exist no more, but I still wish that it was a thing. But so yeah. So everyone but Jags didn't like it or like this Animal Planet thing. So everybody moved on to the next big thing, and that's well, pretty much baseball or sports. Then we had like 60 or 70s black and white Dick Tracy kind of scene, and then there was one other I keep forgetting, but I think it's somewhere along the lines of we got folks like anime and stargazing and all that stuff that some people enjoyed it, some people didn't. And I think, folks, the moral lesson of that video is I'm going to say this from Disney's Emperor's New Groove, where you folks know that one scene where Yzma and Krunk, they want to get rid of Cusco for good, and period. So what does she do? She got ahead. They got ahead of Pacha and Krunk, which we folks still don't know how they did it. But anyway, as Yzma bumps into a whole bottle full of chemicals or transfiguration, she starts telling Pacha and Krunk, which one? And you better hurry, boys, for you'll be expecting company. And after them, boys, they murdered the Emperor and all that. So, yeah, I think, folks, that's the moral lesson right there. And it's just seriously pick an adventure. Pick something that would pique me interested, or any of you folks out there that will be watching this video, pique your guys' interest. Okay? And I guess, folks, until next Saturday, when we'll be getting more or newer videos from SMG4 or Alex Spider, or even Glitch Productions. I am yours truly, folks, Brandon Murphy, here on YouTube, and I am also, folks, Brandon the Yellow Koopa from Twitch. No, I'm sorry. And I am also, folks, Brandon the Yellow Koopa and or Brandon the Mandalore 37 from Twitch.tv, remember them all, folks, so you have to at some point, some way, somewhat, someone. Saying you all goodbye, Auf Wiedersehen, Francois, sayonara, and all that jazz. Plus you folks know, plus as the band Puya, and for those that don't know this band Puya, they sing that hit song and album called Fundamental Single, folks. Keep it simple. And finally, you folks know how I end my streams or videos. So here you go.
Oh, mamma mia!
There you go. And with that, folks, I am done ski. So bye 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 bye.